everyone, I'm back again now to do the readings for Scorpio, the Dale Jackson way, and making these videos has been very enjoyable, and I hope you're getting some enjoyment out of them too, and that you can tell your friends and family and colleagues, and I hope to be doing more things in the future. Today's Scorpio tarot reading at this interval in the year, the first quarter of the year, or the first start of the first quarter of the zodiac, is for the 12 months ahead of you in a very general way, the Dale Jackson way, and it's a quick 15-minute video for you to enjoy. Now, my way of doing it is to use the Thoth deck, which is a well-known deck and very difficult to get hold of, but it's a very powerful deck. And Scorpio is ruled by the planet Pluto, god of the underworld. So Scorpions are very much into the mysteries and mystique of life. They want to get to the bottom of things. They want to uncover the mystery of life, and they want to know more, but they keep an intriguing persona. They have a magnetism, and they have an enigmatic persona, because they don't give anything away, and they like secrets, and they like to be a little bit close before they trust you and get into good friendship with you. They have to really feel they can trust you first. But they are all or nothing people, and when they do something very wholeheartedly and very passionately, and they're very sensitive. And they're also good in business and big business, and they can make a lot of money, but they're also good in terms of detecting and getting into areas like murder mystery, detection, getting to the bottom of things, uncovering things that are hidden. And they have this uncanny knack of knowing just when something is being hidden from them, so they're very intuitive people. So let's start, Scorpio, and let's have a see what we've got in store for you with this little quick method I have of doing a reading for you. Shuffle the cards, and then I'm going to turn up 12. When you write to me and you want a personal reading, and now might be a good time for Scorpio to have a personal reading, because it's kind of 6 months along, kind of the first half of their cycle. It will be a good time for Scorpio to connect now and maybe look for directions that they need in the future and a few clues, and we might get them from this reading. So I'll give you the details how to get a reading at the end, or you can see at the end of the video. But then when you write to me with your numbers, I count the cards from the numbers that you send me. This is the Dale Jackson way of doing things. For today's little reading, we'll just deal the first 12. So we've got the first card in the lineup is looking like things need a bit of a shake-up for you, Scorpio. But we'll see what comes out of the rest and where it goes for the rest of the year. Aha, there's a clue. Marvellous. We've got an ace already. Now, of course, it's the 8th house that Scorpio rules in the zodiac, and that's the house of life and death. And of course, the Scorpio has the deathly sting in the tail, and when you talk about people with the Scorpio birthday, most people remark about the sting in the tail that they have, and you don't want to cross them because you don't want to feel the sting in the tail. But they don't always use it, and some people never use that sting in the tail. And in any case, all of us have Pluto somewhere in our own natal chart, so a little bit of that sting in the tail can come out in all sorts of other signs as well. So you'd need your personal horoscope done for that. That's something I don't do, but I just apply some of the elements to my tarot readings. So Scorpio, here goes. It's a water sign, and we've got quite a lot of blue watery cards that have come out in this reading, so there's a lot of this in your element. But the first card that we've got is the Tower. Now, the Tower is not a good card to get, so I will say that to start with, and I do try and make my readings as positive as possible, but sometimes we have to look at an alarm bell, and this is saying, look out, this is a stop sign. You've come to the traffic lights now, and it's a crossroads, and it's a stop sign. And it's saying, see this and heed it. So this is a little warning on the first of the Scorpio cards, and it's saying don't rush off and go into things head on, because it'll shake things off, and it'll say slow down, you're doing too much. And when you get the Tower card, the Tower struck by lightning, it might be in other decks, it's saying this is when something's been shaken up and you've got to get back on the right track again and build something up that's been going through a very difficult or rough time. And it shows on the cards a little, here there's a symbol of a little dove with a peace offering. It's like let's smooth over this crack, this kind of thing. It's almost, I almost said crack in the road and thought of the avalanche we've just heard on the news. When something like that is so disruptive in your life, or it might just be a minor thing compared to an avalanche, but it's when something like that in your life, something in your life disrupts everything, and you've got to gather yourself together and you've got to get yourself back on track again. And the card that's triggered that in this reading is this very fiery card that comes rushing into the picture. It's like a torch that's going to set off this reaction, cause and effect. And this card here is the Prince of Wands. So let's just say this is a very strong-minded, strong-willed man or person here who's going to go rushing in and not listen or heed anybody, and just do something in their own way, and their pride, they're too proud to listen to anybody else. So Scorpio, if that fits you at the moment, heed that warning. Just slow down, take things calm. Here it's saying you can turn that corner. The second card is saying go with the flow, put the water on the fire. That makes a much calmer picture, and it's saying just ease up, don't get too energetic, just take things calmly. There's a lovely lady there, the Princess of Cups in the reading, a young lady, someone perhaps in her early 20s, and it looks like she's pregnant in this picture. Excuse me, I've got an itchy nose. Sorry about that. But this shows this lady, and she's pregnant. Here's pregnancy, here's fertility, here's the proud father. So these cards are looking very much around a family matter somewhere. We've got grandmother, grandfather and grandmother, pregnant lady, gift of a child, fertility. So a lot of things to do with family matters on this reading. And it's saying, look for the young girl, the youngster or the young lady, a firstborn, a grandmother and grandmother, grandfather and grandmother coming into the picture, very proud. Now in this picture we've got an ace, and that's to do with money. So we've got the Ace of Discs. So here's some money, Scorpio. It's saying there's a payout for you. Now it might be that the first card is indicating a pressure around money matters and financial matters. But this is saying, well, here's some money. This will resolve a financial issue. When you've got an ace, the Ace of Discs, it's about the material world, and it's about resolving things in money matters. And if you want to invest money, put a big sum of money or a large sum of money into something, this is a good year that you might look at things to do with property, land, buildings, getting a mortgage, that kind of thing. So it's kind of saying, focus on money. You might be under real pressure. I keep coming back to this card because it's the pressure cooker. Something's about to explode here. So it's the pressure cooker. The energy is pressured at the beginning. And it's saying, be calm, you'll turn the corner, sacrifices may have to be made. Here's the Hanged Man card for the sacrifices. Don't be in limbo, don't be stuck in limbo. Money's coming into the picture. Here's someone that might help, someone in the family. So Prince of Cups is coming to this picture, and he might be someone, a relative, that can help if you're under pressure financially. You might have a look around at your relatives, and here's a sympathetic man that can maybe bring some hope and some resolving and some help for you if you're a Scorpio with a family. Then we've got pregnant lady. We've got the pregnancy here, so this is 2 pregnancies in a year, so these will be different people. But this is an earth sign lady pregnant, the other one's a water sign lady, so that one would be Cancer, Scorpio or Pisces. This one will be Taurus, Virgo or Capricorn. So they're very productive. Now that's a good thing for Scorpio, because the 8th house is about reproduction. It's about sex, reproduction. It's about that area of health too, in how to look after yourself. And because it's Pluto and the underworld, you might want to keep a lot of things kind of quiet or secret or to yourself, private business. And you might be on the defensive when people tackle you about certain things. But this is saying, you know, this is, don't get too het up about anything or too much on the defensive. Go with the flow. Look at the good news of people that are having children around you. You might want to be a parent yourself, and this is a good year if you want to do that. And then we've got the old wise man, the teacher, so that's the hermit. He's saying again about past situations that you don't want to bring up again. So bury the hatchet, Scorpio, here, if you've got old issues, because it's not going to do anybody any good, and least of all yourself. So this is saying, don't keep harping on about something. Here's the gift of the child. So here we've got the proud father and the newborn and the gift of the child, and a celebration around that. Then we've got lust, which is to do with strength, the strength card in other decks, and this is saying have the strength and the courage to do what you have to do this year, with money in particular, and also to do with putting value, money into good value, to hold its value. So it's saying calm down first off, look to family matters here, and look to money matters, because there's going to be, it's a productive year, certainly from the baby point of view, for people in the Scorpio area of the zodiac, and new life is shown on these cards. So it's about new beginnings, new life and rebirth. Now what I want to show you is a reading of what you will get if you apply it to me for a reading, and I write it all out. I'm just so that I don't show you the name, but I write about 8 pages of information from the cards that turn up from the numbers that you send me. I write all that out. I spend about 2.5 hours studying it. I write it all out, give you some astrological elements, because that's all I do. I just give the elements, but I apply it to your reading, and then it becomes a personal reading for you. And now might be the time when you just need that new direction, Scorpio, to for the rebirth and for the plan for the future. And to do that, here it is, the bit of paper again with the details on. So to get a Dale Jackson reading, I need your name, date of birth, nationality, gender, for the relationship point of view, and also names. If you, I don't always know foreign names, whether they're male or female, because I get requests from all over the world, and lovely comments back for people that have had some really good insight from the readings. I then need 12 numbers, if I explain how to get the cards, for you, for the link to you, and then £50 sterling, which is about $86 US, sent to my PayPal account, which is the same as my email, which is thedalejacksonway @virginmedia.com. You'll find those details at the end of each video, and it's been great doing these videos. So I'll say happy birthday to Scorpios if you're finding this around the time of your birthday, and do tell your other friends and family, and get in touch with me as soon as you can to do the forecast for you. Thank you.